Balance.
Sure, why not?
3 hours, no.
Today on the grid, it's our monthly blind photo critiques episode. Eric the Rocket Man Kuna is here. Plus, we're giving away some cool prizes to some folks watching us live, and it all starts in just 60 seconds.
The Grid is brought to you by Tamron. Check out their 28 to 75 millimeter f2.8 lens. It's for Sony full frame mirrorless. It's awesome. Go to tamron-usa.com. And Westcott. Check out their new Rapid Box switch. It has 9 light modifiers and 13 quick swap light inserts. Check it out right now at fjwestcott.com.
And Profoto, the light shaping company. Check out the Profoto B1X. Power in all the right places. Go to profoto.com/US.
And Platypod, the tripod alternative that is changing the world. Everybody has a Platypod. You should too. Go to platypod.com.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to another live episode of The Grid. Scott Kelby here with Mr. Eric Kuna.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hello, Mr. Kuna.
Hey.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
How's everybody?
Oh, we're good. We're good. Everybody's good, right?
Yeah, everybody's good. We got Christina here moderating for us. Juan is back from just goofing off. He had an excuse every time, but they sounded legit.
Looks
anyway,
like our lighting got turned down a little bit too.
Yeah, it does look darker. Why is it dark? What happened?
We can never tell.
Anyway, welcome to our dark studio where we're lit only by candlelight. Today is Blind Photo Critiques Day, and we've got some blind photo critiques. We're going to jump in them. Before we do that, this is critically important. It is Kathy Porupski's birthday today.
All right.
Close friend of the show and just a wonderful person, Kathy Porupski, and my neighbor. She's
Happy
also my
birthday,
neighbor.
Kathy P.
So Eric loves to sing happy birthday. So does our studio audience over there. Help us sing to Kathy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kathy. Happy birthday to you. He's just walking through. He's just saying the words like he's reading them off a teleprompter.
Happy birthday.
Anyway, we got some great giveaways for you today. I got to go through these real quick because we got to get to some critiques. What are we giving away? Lens Pro to Go, $50 gift card. Great for renting a lens for the weekend or a camera body or whatever, as long as it's not a really good camera body. We are giving away.
No, rent a good camera body.
No, yes, rent a good camera body, but I don't know if you're gonna rent a good one for $50.
Yeah, they're all good. I'll take a photo.
We're gonna give away a Platypod Ultra. Right here, this is a Platypod Ultra. Here's how they work. They look like this. Now, this is the max. We gave this away last week, and we'll give another one away next week. But anyway, this is what it works like. It's not a tripod. It's better because nobody stops you from using it.
Right there, too.
That's it.
Really right
stuff. Ball head and the Platypod, the max. Anyway, we're giving away the little version of this.
If you want to max out your credit card right there.
I do use this one sometimes, like if I'm doing a football game. But if I'm not doing a football game,
that one.
I use the one we're giving away today. This fits right in your pocket. It's just so awesome. We're also giving away a copy of my brand new book. It is yet to be released, but it'll be released in Kindle probably maybe this week or so. And then the print version, a month from now, because it takes them forever to print stuff. It's called The Landscape Photography Book. It is for people who are new to landscape photography. So that is here. And also, this one we already have in print, which is Photoshop for Lightroom users. Yay! If you're a Lightroom user and you ever wanted to learn just the stuff you can't do in Lightroom, that's it. Boom.
And we got people joining from all over. We got Mark here saying, hey, guys, from Skegness. And then we got Daniel saying, hey, from Zurich. And then John's here from Southern California. And Andy from Otley, UK.
All right.
So
glad to have you guys here today. Yeah.
Multinational.
All right, one more thing, and then we're going to get to it because I've already got my first image queued up here. We don't run a lot of deals at Kelby One. I don't know why, because we're breaking records with the current one that we have out. But we have a deal that ends today. It's $40 off our Pro plan, which is it is the lowest price we offer until literally November in like Cyber Monday. So it is one of the best deals we've ever offered. go to where can they
Go to the
Eric?
KelbyOne.com site. Go to the
KelbyOne.com.
pricing, and it's right there.
Go to the pro page and $40
there you
off.
go,
It's
right there.
ridiculous, and it has been one of our most successful deals we've done in many years. So get in before the last few hours. It ends tonight. So go join right. You know, you've always wanted to join. You know, you're watching, you think, I should join. You know, I really are. Is it worth it? I wonder. This is your chance right here. It doesn't get better until November 20-something.
And we always get that all the time. In fact, Fernando in the community was turning me on to somebody was commenting the other day that they were like, I just renewed because the community, I mean, it helps me out so much, you know, because they're
the
in
community
there,
is
they get all the
amazing.
answers. So you become a pro member, you get access to that whole community. So it's all the instructors, all the community members, all that. So any questions you got, you just ask
there you go.
in there.
Now, I got to tell you, that's all the happiness for today. It goes downhill from there because, number one, we're on a very dark set.
Mm-hmm.
Number two,
I think that was for the mood of the day.
for the mood of the pictures we're going to critique today. Let's go ahead and jump right in. Here's our first image. We've asked people to send in their best images, and that's what we asked for, 3 of your best images so we can critique your work. They're called blind critiques because we don't know people's names.
Did you emphasize the best?
I did emphasize the best. Every time I posted, I wrote these words. Send us 3 of your best photos. No sense in sending us 3 just trashy photos. So first one is some sports shots. Let's take a look real quick. Here's our first one.
Okay.
And
start the timer too.
Oh yeah, only 3 minutes each. So that's our new rule, and we've been sticking to it. 3 minutes. All right. So these are all properly exposed, and unfortunately, that's the best thing I can say about them. This first one, nothing in this photo is in focus. Now, I know you guys are probably watching on a small screen, maybe on your phone, maybe on a tablet, maybe on a laptop, but I'm looking at a 15-inch laptop. There's nothing in this photo that's in focus except
some blades of grass.
A few blades of grass and maybe the front shin on the blue guard.
Yeah, that's somewhere in there is where the focus point
is.
Yeah,
the focus. So look, first off, you got to nail your focus on sports shots. It is an absolute must. Put your sensor right on the number on her chest because that will align with her eyes, right? So we try to put the sensor right on the number. You put it on the number, her face will be in focus. That's the thing you want. Her eyes got to be in focus. So this one would go in the trash bin. It's just, besides the fact, let's just pretend.
The moment.
Let's just pretend it was super sharp focus. This is an awkward shot. It's not a cool shot. It's look at the look on both of the players' faces. It's just awkward. This next one is sharp. Now, it is probably sharp because it's in the day and you can't avoid it being sharp. Your shutter speed is so fast.
Right.
But I would say this. You've got 2 or 3 things right. Number one, you can see his eyes. That's an important thing in sports photography. Number 2, you can see the ball. There's a saying, 2 eyes in the ball. Here's the bad part. It's just a dude running with the ball. And I remember being on a critique, I believe it was with Dave Black, who is, an amazing world-class sports photographer. And Dave's like, what is this shot? What is this? And I go, oh, it's sharp. It's in focus. There's separation from the background. I'm telling him all the technical things. He's like, this is crap. This happens every play. It's a guy running with the ball. Who cares? This happens all day, every single play, in every sport in the world that uses a ball.
There's
a guy running with the ball.
Moment.
There's no action. There's no moment. There's nothing. It's a guy running with the ball. Yawn. And then the last one is he's going, oh, hey, there's my friend Frank. Hey, Frank. What is this? This is nothing. There's no ball.
Yeah, this could be like, this is just number 1 or hey, Frank, I love,
Yeah, this is like, this is between plays or something. All right, look.
It's just not a good celebratory shot because I think that's what you're going for is like a celebratory shot.
It's not a celebratory shot. It's just, it looks like, hey, something, there's a hole in the net. Can we get this fixed? Look, you got the exposure stuff down. I know this is a harsh one to start with, and I don't mean it, but you've got the exposure stuff down. You need more separation from the background. If you really want to move them up, you need a little more separation. So you need a little longer lens or a little more wide open f-stop or both. Are you watching the time?
Yeah, we're not there yet. 3.
2, 1.
There you go.
All right, so that's basically it. Is you got to work on your, you got to work on getting more interesting pictures, and of course they have to be sharp. So those 2 things, you got some good stuff going on,
Maybe
but
even
you're
for the
gonna,
styles you're doing, getting lower too.
yeah, getting lower would help,
Yep.
but still,
That's not going to help.
it's not going to help
the
you
moments.
capturing interesting moments that are like, wow, you want someone to, no one looks at this picture and goes, wow, it looked like it was great to be there. No one looks at this one and goes, oh, that's amazing. Or like, it's incredible. No, it's a guy running with a ball.
All right, next.
All right. Let's take a look at what is next. Escapo. I'm sorry, that took longer than it should have.
And
All right, let me get my, here we go. Well, that's nice. Well, that's super sharp and interesting. Now, if you wanted to take it up a notch, it could be doing something cooler, but it is flying. That's pretty cool. But, you know, obviously.
And the processing's really cool.
Yeah, the post is really nice. This is beautiful. I have a shot taken either very close to that or in that same area. Beautiful shot. The only thing, if I had to critique anything, and it's kind of minor, so but it is a lens thing. This building is leaning in a weird way. These buildings are leaning in a weird way. There's a black glow around those buildings over here. There's a black glow and a little white outline around. This is
just gone too far with it.
Yeah, but no, but I like the way the overall look. This just needs that one little finishing move where you go in there. And guys, on lightroomkillertips.com, within the last week or two, I did a post on how to get rid of glows, and I showed exactly how to do it. So go to lightroomkillertips.com, and I show how to get rid of those glows. Also, this looks squashed. Like this right here, this is a pana, right? This looks like you need to almost select from here over and pull that out another inch.
But it's a lot of what you said is it's the lens, it's the distortion that's not been removed.
I know, but you can fix this.
You can fix that.
This is such a good shot. It's worth a little extra, but this is very good. Very, very. I love that. And this is very nice. The only thing is, look at the wonderful long exposure.
Yeah, it's not long
enough.
Take
this exact same scene and do a really long exposure here because you've got nice light, you got nice stuff here. This is a little distracting and it's got its own glows. Like you got to fix that stuff. Yeah, it's got glows around everything. Yeah. We got a glow issue. So, but a little longer because, I love the way the light's falling in here. This could be a really, really nice shot. Just needs another minute or two of exposure.
It's just too short.
Yeah, but really, I mean, obviously this is a very good photographer. I mean, this person's shooting the great compositions, really, really great compositions. A lot of good stuff going on here. So good job, good job. Little minor post stuff, but you know,
overall good.
Those are so good that you don't want to let a post-processing thing slow you down. Especially when it's actually really good post-processing. There's something funky with my grid here. Okay, let's take a look at this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, this is weird. This looks like a composite. I don't think it is.
They also have a positive vignette. They got that glowing. The corners actually.
The corners are white. Yeah, they.
Well, they're trying to. They're going for a look. But,
they're going for the snow look.
Yeah.
This is the best of the three. You got a little more headroom than you need up there, but it's not egregious. This one's probably the best of the three. I probably would do this. Wait a minute. I think I know what's wrong here. All right. I think I know why this looks like a composite. The light is coming from this way, right? Is it?
Yes, the shadows. So it's coming from the right, casting the shadows across the road.
But it looks like.
Well, yeah.
It's not a composite, right? No, I don't believe it is. I do not believe this is a composite. But you can have things look like a composite because of the lighting. And I think because of the way the lighting's coming across her, it looks like you've got the light coming from this way, but the way they've positioned their bodies, the light looks like it's coming from over here. You can ask them. I don't think it's artificially lit, is it? You want to ask them in the comments? If you can just tell us if you're watching. But there's something funky with the lighting here. I would brighten his face a little bit. But
because you got a lot of brightness around
it almost
them.
looks like she's casting a shadow on him, which is why I think it makes it look like the light's coming from over there. There's a funky lighting thing going on here, but this is really not bad. This is okay, but I tell you what would help. Number one, brighten her face. Let me see if I can do it for you. No. Oh, yeah, okay, here we go. It's natural light. Yeah, there's something funky with the light. I thought it was, and then she needs her face brightened. All right, now I'm just doing this in 2 seconds. I can't swear that that's the optimum amount of, it's probably a little bit more than we need. But can you see? Let me move the overlay.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, so that's number one. Number two is she's got sticks coming out of her head. Like that's like the Kodak Day One. Like they always say, don't let a tree grow out of somebody's head. If you go back to the early Kodak beginner photographer things, that's what they're going to tell you. You could alleviate this by using an f-stop like f2.8. You used f4.5, which is not wide open enough, and you're at 50 millimeters. So let's go to 85 or 100, 120 millimeters and shoot at the lowest f-stop you got. But you need to zoom in tighter, because also a better crop would be good here too. Oh man, we're out of our 3 minutes.
Yep.
Crud. All right, I'm gonna give you like a 30-second. A tighter crop would help, and you're getting rid of a bunch of other stupid stuff. So a tighter, more flattering crop, a little bit more brighter in the face. You don't have the trees growing out of her head.
But you're not focused on it either.
Yeah, a little more separation from that. I think you can fix this one. And the last one, real quickly. This is a nice shot. I mean, they look nice people. His face almost looks a little too bright in comparison to hers. I'm always very aware of that when I see more than one person. You could bring her brightness up, but also she's got a tree growing, boom, right out of her head. Boom, they're shooting right out of there. Here's what you could do. This is another cropping issue. Let's just get rid of a lot of it. You're not going to get rid of the whole crop for her, but you have a lot of extra stuff. Her wrist is cut off and stuff. You want to go higher.
You're gonna pull them up to the top third of the frame too.
Yeah, and that's stronger. I know I'm going over. Just there you go. Look at that. And I would almost darken him. Hit new, and let's darken his face just a little bit. It's just a little too much.
Yeah, to kind of balance him out.
Yeah, to kind of balance him out. And she needs actually a little more brightening just in general. She's just.
Well, yeah, he's casting a shadow on her.
All right, but I like what you're trying to do, and I like that you're getting nice, smiles and expressions. Sorry, smiles and expressions. That stuff. It's there's good stuff happening here. Don't be down on it.
But no, that cropping. I mean, cropping is a big thing, because if you look at their dead center in the frame, but bringing them up to that top third really helps.
Yeah. So a little bit of compositional stuff and a little bit of lighting stuff that you can do in post, and Bob's your uncle. But on all three of them, a little more separation from the background would make a big difference. Shoot at your lowest numbered f-stop. If you can do 2.8. 1.8, that's where you want to be, and you want to shoot with a longer lens than you're shooting. Shooting people with a 50 is tough, and there are people that do it really well, but you're better off to shoot with a long lens and get that nice separation in the background. All right, coming up next, we've got a lot more to look at. We're doing our 3-minute rule. We got some more news, some more stuff. Stick around, don't go away. We'll be right back here on The Grid.
Do you ever find yourself wanting to take amazing portfolio quality images, but feeling that the only way to get there is with a ton of gear and a huge production? Well, in this class I want to show you that that's not necessarily the case. We're going to walk around tonight with a group of friends. We're going to bring one camera, one lens, and one light, and I'm going to show you step by step exactly how to get amazing portfolio quality images with simple gear, simple setups, quick, easy portrait sessions with people that aren't used to being in front of the camera. So join me for a night out with good friends and great photography in my new class exclusively on kelby1.com.
When you need a tripod that is compact, that is portable enough to take with you anywhere, one that is adaptable to any situation, that will prove versatile enough for any shoot. and is compatible with your other gear, giving you freedom to create your own perspective. Look no further. Platypod Ultra does it all. Visit platypod.com for more info.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by B&H Photo, the professional source since 1973.
Hey, we're back. Scott and Eric.
All right, we got Victoria saying hello from Atlanta. So
Hello, Victoria.
Victoria Pavlov.
I love Victoria.
And then we got Keith saying greetings from Newfoundland. And then Lola's saying Lola in the house from Little Rock. So, and speaking of traveling, you got a workshop this summer in Paris, right?
I do. So I have one in China in September, and it's sold out. We just sold it out this week. So that is awesome. And I still have a couple spots left in my Paris workshop. So if you want to come with me to Paris this June, it's going to be me and Mimo Madani. And Mimo is just awesomeness.
Yeah, that's where you go right there.
Yeah, go to ScottKelbyWorkshops.com, and all the information is there. Better information is there if you refresh the page that Jason put up, back in the dark ages. Anyway, so thank you. Thank you for refreshing. Anyway, come with me to Paris this summer. We're going to have a blast this June 7th through 10th, and it's 4 days, an unforgettable.
And look at Mimo's in the chat. He says, hello.
Hello. Mimo's in the chat. Yeah.
Hey, Mimo.
So looking forward to seeing you again, Mimo. I've done 2 workshops with Mimo, and we have just had so much fun. And Mimo is just a great guy and a great teacher and just a fun guy to hang out with. So anyway, go and check it out, and hope to see you this summer for Magical Days we're going to have. And we've got some things planned. Ooh, we got some stuff. We got some good places and some things. It's going to be awesome. All right. And hey, I want to
give you guys got some of those secret places too?
We have secret places and secret things lined up because we always do like surprise stuff. And we've got some good surprises. Hey, we also have some nice comments here from people that are Kelby One members.
Oh, yeah.
Ramona says, I signed up as a pro member this past weekend. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Ramona. Awesome. We're glad to have you on board. Nicole says the pro plan is well worth it. And Sherry says, just got my Kelby One membership. Yay, you guys. Thank you very, very much. We're glad to have you here. And hey, look, there's Guy. Yep. So Guy Lundstrom was on my
Venice
look
workshop.
At that. He says, I took those Venice shots standing beside you.
That's why,
That's why I thought I shot from that same place. Yeah. Anyway, Guy's a really nice guy. Guy, you should come with us to Paris. Anyway, maybe you're coming. I have some people from Rome and from Venice that are coming. So I tell you what, I will say this, all kidding aside, I get the greatest people at my workshops. By the end of the workshop, we're like a family. Like we're doing everything together. We're eating all. It's just.
Well, that's what's cool about those workshops. You become like a family.
It is. It's a blast. It's so much fun. You wind up making friends and stuff. It's great. All right, let's look at some more folkses. Yeah. We got some more folkses. Let me. I was working on one here on to see if I could fix it here on the break. Let me reset it. Let me just reset. Hang on a second. Oh, come on. Let's just do camera raw defaults. Okay. So I was looking at these 3 shots. Take a look. Here we go.
All right.
That's nice. That's nice.
It's a skyline. Disney.
All right. So first off, I really like this one. Have you started the clock? Yeah, you have.
Oh, yeah.
I really like this one. I think that it's really clever composition. I like the black and white. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with this, but you know what this looks like? This looks like you were with a group of students and you went out, and this night was the night you practiced long exposure light trails. There's, like, if you were shooting this for the Chamber of Commerce, I'm sure they're thrilled with it. They're like, hey, great, look at that. There's the city.
There's our city.
But it's not like a spectacular, like you see shots of Dubai and you're like, oh my gosh, and all. And this is a shot of the city. It's not, it's properly exposed. It's a long exposure. It's all well done, but it's a yawn of a photo. It's just like, here's a town.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good.
Is it
it's
Atlanta?
not bad.
That
It's
looks
just
like it could be Atlanta.
It's a photo of a skyline at night.
I think it is Atlanta because I think that's Peachtree Plaza, that round hotel to your mid off center. Anyway, I don't know if it is. Doesn't really even matter.
It could be, it's somewhere.
It's somewhere, but it's a nice shot.
No, I mean all the technical stuff in the photo. I mean, where the horizon line is, where the buildings are. That's all good.
But it's a meh photo. You don't want to take meh photos. This one has such great possibilities. So it looks like Fantasyland as seen from Cinderella's castle.
Yep.
When there's no one there, which is very rare indeed. Now, there's a couple of things that are killing it. Number one, a longer exposure would have been great. A longer exposure, so that I think that right there would
get more of the burst.
More of the burst, but here's the thing: this smoke over here, and I know you can't control that; it has nothing to do with you. But this is kind of killing
that draws your eye right there.
Yeah, because it's brighter than the fireworks.
Yeah.
So when you look at this, you're drawn. Here's what I look at.
Couldn't you just darken that area?
You could darken it. You could certainly go in here, and let's go in here to Camera Raw, which it's kind of like Lightroom. And let's go in here. You could certainly darken this. But you're gonna have to darken this a lot to draw the attention away. Yeah, it's
but you see how bright that was.
Yeah,
that's what you're talking about.
That was really
now I'm seeing the firework more.
Yeah, I would take that down even more. It's gotta go. I gotta actually click on it. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. It might even be worth just selecting this area and getting rid of it altogether and just make it, literally black over there, and then that would be, I think, certainly much better. Also, you have a person here in the center of the shot. I don't know if it's a maintenance worker or maybe it's a friend that was with you and you said, go stand up there, but I can't tell. It looks like a maintenance person. That's killing your shot too. And that would be easy enough to get rid of in Photoshop. The last thing is the buildings are kind of leaning on both sides in. You can fix that by going I know I'm out of time.
Yeah.
Going to the transform, and then it's not the transform, it's that one. And then I'm sorry, I'm a Lightroom guy, so when I get into Camera Raw, it's like, what? Not that. It's already vertical. You want to get rid of that, kind of like there. You're going to lose. Well, you've already lost the top of the arc, and then the vertical needs to be kind of like that. Now, I am totally cool a lot of times with having things leaning back, but this looks weird. And then you'd have to go in and either crop this away or fix it with content aware fill. There's a shot there, and it's worth working.
Yeah.
So. Anyway, a couple of good stuff. You got some good stuff, and you got some stuff that, like, great composition, and needs work. So,
all right,
that's not bad.
Cool.
That's not bad at all. All right, let's go to. Well, we went there already. I guess I'm in the next row. Nope, I guess I'm still in the next row. Why isn't this thing?
Trying to find the next one. Huh?
Is it this one? Oh, no. Gosh, sorry. The bridge is acting weird. Let me just put these down lower.
The bridge is weird.
The bridge is weird just in general. Okay, now I know where we are. Here we go. Let's look at the next one. Here we go. All right, we have 3 shots. All right, you know what I'm going to say about this, right? Oh, look, it's the skyline.
Boring sky.
A boring sky.
Middle of the day.
Flat looking. And ugly trees in the front. There's just not a lot going.
It's shot with low noise, and it's got the horizon line it's got the technical. It's just the wrong time of day and nothing.
And it's also tilting to the left a bit.
Yeah.
It's got don't do that. Okay. Here's what. Let's look at the next picture. Look at this and then watch the next one. This is a good shot.
Yeah, the other one, they just don't look interested at all.
Well, they don't look interested, and you're not down low enough.
Yeah.
Look, you're down there at the baby. You're like laying on your stomach.
Yeah,
Now, the
that's
baby's
good.
not looking at you, and the baby's drooling everywhere. Number one, you don't have to leave the drool in the shot. You can clone the drool.
You can lessen the drool.
I would just clone the
could
drool
clone it
out. Dude, that's an easy clone job right there.
Yeah.
Clone the drool out. But look, you got separation from the background. You're down
cool.
low. This is a pro looking picture. This one is not. But there's no reason you couldn't get the same thing here. Get down low, get the separation in the background, but you're going to have to get her engaged. They look like they're looking at a parent or a friend off. Same thing here. Like the parent is not behind you. The parent is to your right or to your left, so they're not engaging with the camera. So over here, she's off, but still, this does not have the professional look that this one has.
Yeah, and you're right. I mean, the difference too is probably about 18 inches.
Yeah.
As far as the height.
Get down low and zoom in tighter.
There's the zooming in, yeah.
Because you don't really need all of this fence post. If we had a little bit of this fence post and a little bit of that fence post.
If you went down and then to the left a little bit there, you would have that tree not banging right out.
Yeah,
of her
look
head.
at that tree right out of boom, coming straight out of her
Boom.
head. Yeah, so more of this, less of this. Don't do this at all. Okay, boom,
All right.
easy.
Done.
Boom, done. Easy peasy. All right. Well, that's kind of scary. Can you bring this one up?
Oh, I guess we're not. Yep. Yeah, that's a little creepy.
A creepy theme there. These shots just make me sad. It's not bad photography. And I know that we want our photos to deliver some kind of emotion. I don't know what to say.
Well, with that one, I keep on looking at those creases in the background
Yeah,
more than
Yeah,
her.
you got to get rid of the
I
background.
just see that. Like, it just jumps out at me. The other thing is, I can't see her eyes at all, but that could be the look you're going for. I mean, but yeah, those creases just draw me in the background. That one.
Well, I mean, you obviously want us to look at the knife. It's the brightest thing in there. The lighting needs a little bit of work. I don't know. Is she holding the knife? Is somebody else holding the knife? I don't know. And I can see the seam up here at the top.
Yeah, it's another background thing.
Yeah, the seam thing.
You definitely work on the backgrounds.
Let's work on the backgrounds. Maybe.
I mean, that shot too is it's definitely a little bit flashy looking. You know,
it looks
versus the last one.
Yeah.
Versus even that
And
one.
This
I mean, that one's
it's split lighting.
Yeah.
You're wanting to put half your subject in the light, and that is, I mean, that's split lighting. It's very movie posterish. Technically, this is the best one because
that's my thing. That's the best one in my opinion.
Yeah,
too.
and the background is really distracting, and her hands are very much a big part of this.
Yeah, the positioning. It's too that the brightness is on her hand down there.
Yeah, it's not as bad. The look on my monitor versus the monitor we're looking at in the studio, it's not as bad.
It's not as bad, but still.
Yeah, the composition's not bad.
Yeah.
Like the composition's not bad. It needs a little bit of work here and there. That one's pretty good.
That's the best one.
It is technically certainly the best one. And I don't know what to think about this one. I just want to hug her. I don't know.
Hey, but maybe that's a good thing. It appealed to emotion, but I just think overall the background on that one up at the top is weird.
Yeah.
And
there's a
the
background
lighting
here
is
and
a
there.
little bit just kind of like flashy.
Yeah, there's not enough fall off. There's a little bit of fall off.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
All right.
That's not the best critique. I'm sorry. After the break, we're going to look at more images, and we have more of your comments and stuff. And on this special Kathy Porupski birthday episode of The Grid, we'll be right back. Don't go away. Kathy Porupski.
I talk to so many photographers who are completely freaked out as soon as you mention lighting portraits on location. They hear that and they're like, oh, that's too complex and I'm not sure about it and I haven't had good results with it. I think I know why that you're having a problem with it, and I want to solve that problem for you. So I did an entire class based on location lighting. And we're going to go on location. We're shooting indoors, we're shooting outdoors, we're shooting in direct light, we're shooting with window light, we're shooting all these different things. We're mixing the strobe and the ambient. But when you see how easy this is, it's going to change the way you think about taking lights on location. It is so much easier than you think it is. So should you be using TTL or should you be shooting in manual? What are your camera settings? What ISO should you be at? What's the right f-stop? If these things are questions that you have, we're going to clear all of that up in this class. I'm going to give you the actual settings to use. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this, and you're going to see it all from scratch. We went on location, and you're going to see the whole thing from beginning to end, and it's going to change the way you think about location portraits forever. So come and check out my brand new class on location lighting techniques exclusively at Kelby One.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Canon.
Make sure you don't miss any episodes of The Grid by subscribing to Apple's podcast app or iTunes. It's free, and we even have a special audio-only version, too. So sign up today.
Hey, we're back, Scott and Eric. We had to go through a brief moment of therapy on that break. We looked at pictures of unicorns so we could make it through the rest of the podcast.
We went back to drooling babies, too.
Yeah, I went back to drooling babies. We're like, man, that drool looks good now.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome back. Welcome. Oh, look who's here. Sam Haddix. Good morning from tomorrow in New Zealand. Ooh. Sam, we were just talking about you right before the show.
Yep.
All good stuff.
Yep, you have disrupted the space-time continuum.
Yeah, you've disrupted. There's an alternate universe where Sam is in New Zealand. I saw this morning a video from Kaylee, who's in New Zealand, and I have to go watch it again after last critique. Anyway.
Well, that was a good one. That episode with Sam, where Sam was, that would really help on that one where you were shooting at the 50. The one that was shooting at the 50. Yeah. Sam's stuff would have really helped.
Yeah. Hey, Sam's class, by the way, comes out this week.
Yep.
So tomorrow, Sam's class.
Actually, I believe it might be up.
Might be up tonight?
Might be up.
All
I
right.
got ahead of the game. on
You
that
will
one.
love Sam's class. Sam is awesome, and what he gets out of one light is
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely one to watch.
definitely one to watch. All right,
Yep.
and Jamie John Foster, hello from Albuquerque.
And then Anne's saying, hey there from Thunder Bay, Canada.
Anna, it's Anna.
Anna.
All
Sorry,
right.
Anna.
And Alenka says, I agree. The pro plan is worth every penny in gold. All right. Just last week was taking advantage of the discounts you guys give. Anyway, thank you. And Todd says,
Ooh, looking forward to my first Photoshop World.
yeah, so Photoshop World, a big conference is coming up. It's called Photoshop World, but it's really a photography conference. It should be called Photography World.
It's Photography Photoshop Lightroom World is what
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
really Photoshop, Lightroom, and photography.
Yep.
We have two of them this year, one on the East Coast, one on the West Coast. The East Coast one is coming up in Orlando. Orlampa. Anyway, come on over.
Orlampa.
Come over to Orlando.
That never took off.
No, it didn't. They tried to put a little town in between Orlando and Tampa called Orlampa, and it still has that
Yeah,
sign
it's
coming
still
soon.
coming soon
Orlampa.
for the last 30 years.
Downtown Orlampa. But anyway, come to Orlando. We've got some great deals right now, and
Oh, yeah. Early bird
but
specials.
do this. Go get your hotel rooms right now, or we're going to run out of hotel rooms. It happened last year. We sold out well in advance of the conference. If you're thinking, I ought to go, go right now. Go to photoshopworld.com/travel or click on the travel button when you get there and lock down your hotels now, either for there or Vegas this late summer. So it's going to be a blast, and we're going to have lots of fun folks. So it'll be great. Also, I just want to mention that I am now officially speaking at the World Modeling Convention this June in London.
Cool.
I'm going to be teaching some portrait retouching techniques for photographers, and I'm very excited about it. It's going to sound like a really, really great event, and so I hope you go check it out. That is the World Modeling Convention is the name of it.
And were you trying to shoot some places in London too while you're there?
Yeah, I'm trying to shoot St. Paul's Cathedral.
Anybody? St. Paul's Cathedral.
And you gotta
Hook
have
up. Come on.
You have to have a tight connection.
Deep
'cause
connection.
Twice I've been there trying to shoot, and it always falls through at the last second. So
Come on, somebody.
somebody
Grid Nation.
come through. I need to get in there before they open the doors. I need to be able to use a tripod.
You need to be
St.
able to
Paul's.
do everything that you're not allowed to do.
Exactly. All right. Let's look at some more pictures. Hey, what happened here? Something
Uh-oh.
happened.
You're
There we
zoomed
go.
in.
Here we go. I accidentally zoomed.
Ooh. I like.
Eric like.
A little filter over top of it. That one's really cool.
All right. Do you know
Yeah,
why this is extra cool?
It's the symmetry. They've flipped it.
They flipped it.
Yeah.
This is the same tree flipped.
That's
This
so
is the
cool.
same tree flipped.
Yeah, and they
These are
kept
the
them.
same building. It's all flipped. They kept them. Now, they may have flipped for a really legitimate reason, like they had to cover something. Maybe there was some scaffolding or something, or they just wanted to make a really
Well,
unique.
it's just really unique. It's cool.
It's really, but it is. Look at this. It's the same tree,
Yeah.
flipped. This is a
same reflection in the water. You can see the spots. I mean, it's intentionally. I mean, you can tell it's flipped.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah.
There's
There's
no
intention
getting around
there.
it. It's super flipped, but I like it.
That's cool.
I think this photographer's doing some cool stuff. The
Yeah.
only critique I have is one that may either be valid or not. Is when I look at this photo, the first thing that goes through my mind is Maxis. Right
Yeah.
between them, there's the word Maxis. If that isn't a key part of their wedding, like that for whatever reason, like would mean something to the bride and groom, I would get rid of it immediately in Photoshop and right over here in the reflection
yeah.
there. But I would get rid of that so fast. That Maxis, it's just, that's all I see. And it's right in the middle, dead center. Read
The other
me.
thing, that one has a little bit of a strong processing effect on it. I mean, it's an intentional processing effect they're doing, kind of like an Instagram filter would do, where it goes over the whole thing.
Yeah, and the light looks
it's
kinda
a
all
little,
over.
little intense. I
Yeah.
mean, you could be, and hey, the bride might like that
Yeah.
look. I get it.
But the light is just kind of all over the place. I would put a radial gradient in here
it's kind of centered up.
and kind of put the
There you
light on
go.
them so you kind of know. And then get rid of that Maxis stuff. And I'll show you the side by side here. So it's just, you do lose a little bit of that blue effect, but you could add the blue effect on at the top if you really wanted to put that, Instagram-y
Yeah.
look on it there. All right, there you go. So but good job. This is a good photographer. We're mightily impressed.
Oh yes. It
Let's
picked up
roll
our
on.
spirits.
Yep. That picked up our spirits quite a bit. And then there was this. These are all nicely done. That is a beautiful crooked skyline.
The other one's crooked too.
Yeah, that's crooked too.
Yeah.
You got to get
work
that
on a
horizon
crooked.
line straight. It's like it's okay. But it's a very, very pretty shot.
Yes.
Your opportunity though to make this awesome was to walk over to that dock and do a long exposure where that dock is solid, the water's moving, and you've got these awesome clouds. It still is a pretty shot. There's no one that's going to look at this shot. People are suckers for sunsets, and no one's going to look at this and go, "That's
it's
not a
great
good
time.
shot."
Look at the cloud, the
That's
textures
a
in the
beautiful cloud formation.
There. Yeah,
and,
I mean, yeah.
and your horizon line is not too tall, but you were so close to making a killer
But
shot.
I do think if they straightened it out, took out some of that distortion that's there.
Yeah.
I mean, it would still be a strong
Yeah,
shot. But
it's
you're
just-
right. The
yeah.
dock would be probably money.
This is got great potential too. I would clean up, maybe this little stick hanging off here and some of these sticks. I know that they're really there, but they're like not helping your shot. And straighten it, of course, because it's all leaning, And this one is, I know that you're like, oh, look, I caught the guy falling, but people fall in surfing all the time. It's like someone running with the ball. And
Is
he's
anything really in
Nah,
focus?
this guy's in focus. When I look at this, I don't know where to look. Two also, by the way, 2 of something is a horrible number. Like 2,
Yeah,
they've
1,
done
3, 5.
1, 3 odd numbers are people are drawn to it, and this is 1 guy, 2 guy. I don't know. This one isn't working, but these 2 are working. You just gotta get those horizon lines straight, and this one was anyway not bad. I mean, it's pretty good stuff.
I like that last one.
Yeah,
And
it's
the colors
beautiful.
and the sky. Just straighten it out. Distortion.
Here we go. Scary tiger leopard thing. Did you make everything black and white and leave one thing color?
Yes. Selective color.
And this is nothing. I'm sorry. This is nothing.
Because it's running the lamp that you're trying to kind of.
It doesn't matter.
Into
It's
the building.
stupid.
There's
It's a
just
stupid
nothing.
shot.
I get it.
This is nothing. Okay, I'm just going to say it. This is nothing. All right, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just sick of seeing shots of nothing. This is nothing. You're walking down the street and you looked up.
You
click.
pushed the camera up. Yeah, you just
Yeah,
pointed the
come
camera
on.
up.
This is not. It's not.
Technically, that's what people need to get past is the technical. A lot of these shots, the technical, like, is it exposed right?
Yeah.
Is the color right?
Yeah.
Is it sharp?
Yeah.
I get it. But I get what you're saying.
It's a
There's
nothing.
to the
Nothing.
shot. It's a snapshot at that point.
It
that
is a
you've done a
snapshot.
technical good job taking a technical
You don't even
photo.
need to. Your phone will take the same shot. Just
Yeah.
aim it up. It's nothing.
Yeah.
This is kind of nice. I think I just would have liked it in black and white.
I
Either
would've
go
said
black
that.
and white or go color. But the what do you call it? Selective color thing is
it's killing it.
It's so
I mean,
played.
that would be a really good black and white shot.
Yeah.
It's the leading line of the
Yeah.
train down there to the guy. Yeah.
This would be great without this thing going right through his eye. Mm-hmm. Like it's you're nice in and tight, but like it's like this photo's got kind of a flaw that it's we don't like to
cool,
see.
though.
It is kind of cool, but it's not great because
not great,
You got
but
something
it's
between
cool.
you and it. If this wasn't here, I think 2 things. This one wasn't here, and this one wasn't here. You'd have a really cool shot.
Mm-hmm.
This is got you got to make up your mind. Is it color? Is it black and white? Because the selective color thing in the middle is not awesome.
I just go black and white on that one.
and this is nothing.
That's just
it's
not
nothing.
That's a
it's not a
snapshot.
shot. It's nothing.
It's
It's
a
not.
technical snapshot.
No, it's a snapshot. It's not even a technical snapshot. It's just a snapshot.
Yeah.
It doesn't
but I mean,
belong
it's
in your
technical.
stuff at all.
It's just
Yeah. Get rid of that.
close, right?
Do more of this, but not with that color, and a little bit more of this. I'm sorry, that was kind of a harsh one. For shooting somebody in direct sunlight, this isn't bad.
They can't see it yet. There we go.
For shooting somebody in direct sunlight, now, normally shooting up somebody's nose is not a great thing, but this actually looks pretty good, and she's in direct sunlight, which I would.
That background's really cool too.
The background is really cool. This is a well-crafted shot.
Well-crafted shot.
And you know what? If you could,
that's
the last one.
That was the
if
last
you could
one.
introduce the diffuser here, oh my gosh, you would have it. If you go to Shutterbug magazine on Twitter, I did a thing about shooting with a diffuser, and it would make a tremendous difference. It's on Twitter today. Again, I don't know how you're getting away with shooting in direct light, but it's not bad. And this one, she looks a bit squinchy. She looks like the sun's getting to her. You know, really, if you could put the sun at her back and then overexposed by one stop, you're doing a lot of things right, and you got a great subject, and I like the outfit, and I like the truck behind. You got a lot of things going on that are really good here. This is really, really good. But putting her in the direct sunlight, you're getting away with it, but I don't know if that's the goal, is to get away with it.
So I think the critique there would be that you've got all the elements, right? So you've got an interesting subject, an interesting background, which
Cool
the background
styling.
Sometimes is more important than the foreground, like we
Yep.
know. But what would the lighting look like if it was good lighting?
You had great lighting.
Great lighting.
You had great lighting.
That's what I think
oh
what
my
you're
gosh.
saying. Is great lighting, this might go from an 8 to an 11.
You know what? Go look at Danny Diamond, D-A-N-I, Diamond, and look at some of his natural light. It's stuff like this, but it's done really, really well. Like it's like it's missing. You're missing that one little thing. You got like. If you needed 5 things, you've got 4 of them. You're so close. It's worth working on. All right, we got a couple more we're going to go through. So we're going to, when we come back from the break, we are going to look at more images, more criticus, and hopefully I'll have a few more. What you call it? You like that?
Maybe we won't have any more of those snapshots.
Yeah, we're gonna have better
see.
shots in the next one. I feel good about it.
You know, as a kid, and I wasn't even a teenager, I came down that trail with my dad. So that experience of like going down through Little Yosemite Valley, dealing with bears grabbing backpacks, all that stuff, that experience is part of the photograph. Probably coming up on at least 100 visits to this valley in my lifetime. And still, I keep coming back. As John Muir said, this is the range of light. So range of light means, photographically, big expanse. John Muir was talking about the romance. Combining these elements in the photograph will take time. But I first want to experience it. So to stop, take a deep breath, to show you how time evolved even in that short window and how light changed in that. So if there's anything that's going to improve your photography, it will be time. So to grow in your landscape photography, you have to get past that fear and realize that fear, okay, is from failure. But from failure is where we learn and we grow. So you want your landscape photography to move forward. You want to get better at it, push the barrier. Don't worry about the failure, the fear, because no matter what happens, you're going to learn. Your landscape photography will get better. You know, Ansel Adams, one of his favorite quotes was, somebody asked him how many pictures it take to get the great one. 1.
Hey guys, welcome in the Netherlands. My name is Frank Dorhoff. I'm a Dutch photographer and we're in front of our studio. Now we all know about shooting portraits, right? Or shooting fashion. In our class on Kelby 1, we're actually gonna do one step further. How to add a little bit of motion to really spice up that shot. How to use water effects. How to use gels, how to use lens flares. Those are absolutely amazing. But also how to retouch those shots in a really quick workflow. But most of all, it's gonna be about lighting. It's gonna be about coaching that model. So why should you watch this class? Well, for the very simple reason. There are so many photographers out there. There are so many images out there. And you want your images to show up on top, of course, because they're more interesting, they're more evolving, they're more storytelling. There's so much you can do that is actually pretty simple instead of just putting a model in front of the camera. Just change a few things over with lighting or coaching or motion, and you can really make a huge difference without doing anything else than just watching this class. We just jam-packed this class full of information about shooting portraits, and it's only on Kelby One. You're gonna love it.
This segment of The Grid is brought to you by Platypod, the world's most compact tripod base.
Hey, we're back. Scott here with Eric, and we got some more images for you. While we were on the break, Eric wasn't familiar with the work of Danny Diamond. He went and pulled up his site.
Yes, right
can we take a look at on screen here, and you'll see these are
This is great stuff.
Look, backlit, natural light.
It's the last photos we looked at. I think they could get closer to this if they just did some tweaks.
Yeah. Now look at the out of focus background. Look how out of focus that background is. It hides so much.
Natural light. Yeah. But they have the lights coming from the back. Like,
right,
look at that,
they're all
hair.
backlit. Look at the hair. You can see it's backlit on the left.
Yeah.
Look at the next one. Look at the strands of hair, backlit. Later in the day, here's another one.
In the day, backlit. Yeah, that's good stuff.
This is great stuff. But
awesome.
that last photographer could be taking shots at this level. With that styling and that model and all that.
Yeah, they have the elements now. Add the lighting.
Get the lighting right.
You'd be like that.
Yeah, because you don't want to go, well, I got away with the direct light.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it could look like that.
Could look like that.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a quick look. We only have a few minutes left. Here we go. We're critiquing again.
Lions on parade.
Lions on parade. And tigers. No? Lions. It's a lioness?
Yes.
They're running right at you.
Yeah.
That's your cue to run. But see how nice and clean this is compared to the one we saw before?
Yes.
The sweat coming off him. Now, if it were me, I'm going to tell you if I can see if I can do this. I like something had happened crazy there. Is it going to open in Photoshop? Come on, you going to open? What's going on here?
Just thinking about it.
There we go. All right, it's open. Here's what I would do. That eye is messed up here. That's when you look at it, that's all I see is the messed up eye. Why not take the good eye, put it on its own layer, flip it the other way, move it over there, lower the opacity so you can see the other eye and make sure you line it up correctly. So by lowering the opacity while you still have it there, you can make sure that it goes in the right socket and that it rotates correctly to where it would be there. Then you raise it up and you add a layer mask so you can mask away. Hey, if you think he's going too fast, you can just go back and rewind and watch this.
Or you can watch the dozens and dozens of
classes that we have on this, to get the other eye in there. And you're going to have to flip that right there over to the other side. You're going to have to flip that highlight in the eyes. But you got to work on it. It's not done. But
that was a minute.
Yeah, that's like not even a minute. And then you watch, it's like, anyway, good work, good stuff. Just good. Minor thing there, but it's funny when other people look at your work at the things that they see that you've probably looked at it a bunch and never really thought too much about it. We're just about out of time.
Like that one could lose the knife.
Here we go. Yeah. I do like that one.
The horse.
That's very nice. Just beautiful light, and beautiful light is hard to beat. That's kind of nice too. It's got a big white glow around it.
Yeah, it's going a little far.
But I do like the sky, and I like the light coming through here. It's kind of interesting, and this is kind of this is really good.
I like the horse the best. Yeah.
This one's pretty good, and this one's like.
That one's just in nothing sharp either.
Yeah, and I also don't know what to look at. Is this a shot of the bridge? Is like you do have foreground elements, which are good, but you're kind of off center from the foreground element you really want.
I can't even tell what those foreground elements are.
This shot's a little funky. You got to let that one go. All right, we have time for one last one. Do we have one last one? Yeah, we got a couple more. Oh, now that's nice. Oh, look at all that. Took a little divot there. That looks good though.
Yes.
This is going to sound stupid, but I would probably get rid of the contrail That's too easy to get rid of in Photoshop. That's a no-brainer. And put a little more light. There's shadows in his face. Just brighten up that face a little bit.
That's good execution, though.
That's good execution. That's nice. This one's a little too flashy. Little flashy, and especially on the ground. Just darken that ground a bit and pull some of the highlights back here.
I think that's where you just got to tone it down a little bit, and you'd have a perfect shot.
It's not bad. And this one's really good. This is nice. This is really well done.
That smoke and the light in the smoke.
Yeah. That's pretty nice.
That's a nice shot.
Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good.
Overall.
Yeah, really nice.
Golfer shot's really good.
Yeah, the golfers and the basketball player. Do we have time for this one? Here we go. Real quickly. I like the styling and the lighting, and that's pretty good. Very like steampunk thing going on.
I like that too.
That's nice.
I like that too.
Well done.
Yeah.
No critique.
Yeah,
Good.
Keep on doing it.
Don't change a thing.
Oh, that's good too.
That's nice. I kind of like the composition, and I think you can in post really make this amazing.
You could pop it a little more.
Ooh, you
cut off the wings.
Get a warthog and you cut off the wings. Yeah, the wings being cut off, that's pretty bad. And I don't know.
Could have a little bit more room on the
some separation.
Again,
I don't know.
Yeah.
This doesn't do it for me. This I think has some potential. It looks too bright, like you shot it too late in the day. So what if we lower the exposure a little bit? And then what if we dropped in a gradient at the top to darken the top of the sky? And I would just maybe go in here with a brush and brighten the plane just a little bit with a small brush. And I'm doing a hack job here because I'm just doing it like in 30 seconds.
The basic premise.
Basic premise is bring the plane out a little bit more, and I think there's something, if you work it a little bit, there's something more dramatic and more.
There's definitely something there, and you just got to kind of up the drama.
Yeah, up the drama and save the drama for your mama. Hey, one more thing I think I would do is I think I would darken the rest of the field a bit. That's not helping you any. So I think you got something there. I think that, you could, let me see if I can get out of this before and after view, and I'll show you a little better.
Jack says that my first critique on here, I got slammed. Best feedback I ever got.
Oh, no.
Hey, great.
Sorry, Jack. Let's see. Brigitte says, hi, Brigitte. Says, when I had my first critique, it wasn't the best. They were being honest, and to be honest, I didn't know how to take it, but it was the best thing that happened to me. It made me push myself. I thought about composition, lighting, post-processing, and every time I took a photo after that critique, I said to myself, now what would Scott say about this shot? Doing that helped me so much. Let me tell you, Brigitte was in the finalist, right?
She was in the finalist.
She was a finalist for the gallery competition. That's how good Brigitte has gotten. Her stuff is, I know, I can picture it now. I know what her still life stuff. Her stuff is really good. She was this close. I was like, ooh. Anyway, that would have been great.
Yep.
So anyway, well, thanks everybody who turned in images. I know that it's a lot putting yourself out there. That's why we call them blind critiques, so we don't have to know your name and so we can be honest with you. And I hope that everyone that got a critique today takes it in the right method. But before we leave, we're going to pick some winners, Christina. Oh, she's running over to get them now. We're going to pick winners for, we've got a Platypod Ultra. We've got my Photoshop book, which is now in my landscape book. You get the print version and a Lens Pro to go. We need 4 people who are watching live on the show today left us comments, and we know that you're watching because for the landscape book, right, Tim Ziegler, you are the happy winner. I hope you're happy. So Tim, it's not, it's still on press, so wait a few weeks, but we got your name, and Christina will contact you for the rest of your natural life. Lens Pro to Go gift card goes to Sherry Harvey. Sherry, you just won a Lens Pro to Go $50 gift card. Platypod goes to JL Meredith. Right. JL Meredith, congratulations. You just won a Platypod Ultra. And Ramona James, was it? Ramona James, you just won Photoshop for Lightroom users. All right, thank you to all of our sponsors. And Eric, did you want to say anything before we go? Hint, think about it.
I don't know.
Think about it.
We got a special episode?
Yes.
Yes, we got so stick around. If you're around, you want a bonus episode of The Grid, stick around because we'll be filming another episode.
Yeah, so we're filming a bonus episode, and so if you're watching, and by the way, we started early. We're 8 o'clock in the UK. They're only 4-hour difference between us.
Yeah.
4 hours.
Daylight
That's crazy.
savings time.
So if you want to stick around, we are filming a bonus episode, and the topic that we have really needs an audience because it's
Yeah, definitely. Because the crew's out next week filming in Costa Rica.
Yeah, the
doing
cruise
a travel class.
The whole crew is heading down to doing a rainforest class in Costa Rica next week. And we were going to be short-handed here, so we thought we would film a bonus episode. So stick around 5 minutes, and we're going to launch back into another one. And I'm going to change jackets. So there's that.
There you go.
See you guys.
See ya.
Hopefully in like 5 minutes.